Hi everyone, my name is Amber Bach and welcome to the Ethics Training Introduction course for the United States Environmental Protection Agency. Now, first thing we must go over is why ethics are important to the agency. What do we need to have a code book for? Well, first we need a guide. We need something telling us that this is how things should go. This is the difference between right and wrong, at least what is right and wrong for the agency. Now, everyone's morals will obviously differ based upon cultural backgrounds, socioeconomic backgrounds, stuff like that, but the ethics guidebook will essentially provide what is right and wrong for the agency, and then also the accountability. If one of the ethics in the code books are broken, then we need to be held accountable for the public. This is a public service job, so ultimately we are working for the people, and we must maintain that accountability for them. So where did these ethics come from? Why do we even go over this in this introduction training course? Well, it's important to know where you came from so that you can move forward and grow. So, a couple of ethical theories apply to the ethics of the EPA, but a couple stand out. Number one, the Aristotle's virtue theory of that golden mean and doing the right thing in the right way at the right time. No excess, no deficiency, just that perfect amount, because the goal of the EPA is, or its mission is to protect the public health and the environment. So ensure that Americans have clean air, land, and water. This applies to everyone. That's where that Immanuel Kant's theory comes in with that universalizability principle. It applies, there's no way to exclude a single person from having that clean air, having that clean water. So it applies to everyone. It's equal. It's same action or principle applying in similar situations. So now that we know the foundation of the ethics for this company, why is it necessary? It's necessary so that there's no gray area. Everyone knows how to act in a situation so that they can't say, oh, I didn't know, I wasn't supposed to do this. It's written right there in the long 30 or 40 or 50-year page code of ethics, code of conduct book. It's the rules that are set in place, regardless if you want to follow them or not. You have to follow them despite your desires. You have to follow the moral obligations. So a scenario that could happen is an inspector for the EPA goes to a school and they find a couple of things that do not pass the inspection or would not make the school pass. And then there are administrators that provide either a gift or money or some sort of offering to kind of sweep that under the table or make it go away so that they pass the inspection. However, that explicitly goes against the code of ethics. That falls under a bribe and could not only cost the inspector a fine, but also some jail time. So obviously the way to handle that situation is to deny the money if it's offered in money. And then if it is a gift, they're actually in the code of ethics. I located an area that said you could still accept the gift. However, you must contact your supervisor immediately so that they can dispose of it or handle the way that they see fit. So that way it doesn't come off as rude, because sometimes they're doing inspections also like on foreign lands, so, or in foreign factories, so that might come off as rude. So just to avoid that type of situation, they can still accept the gift, but then they immediately have to report it to their superior. That way they don't break any ethical codes. It applies to every situation. It's strictly laid out there in the code of conduct, so there's no gray area with that. And thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed my presentation and can't wait to watch you all.